Hey Josh,
What's
good to
up,
see you
Camden?
again. Been a busy week at work. I've been doing some brand strategy for the agency itself that we're working with. It's interesting to try to do a brand strategy building for a company that builds brand strategies, but we need it, and it's been good.
Yeah, man, that's exciting stuff.
Anything new in your life? Anything you want to share to the people?
Never a dull moment. I am changing my day gig, but staying in the space. So more to come on that later, I'm sure. But yeah,
Hey, yeah,
it's gonna be for the best. I'm excited.
your new employer going to be one of our sponsors coming up soon.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
One thing I want to mention, but if you're watching this right when it comes out, we don't have a lot of listeners or followers yet, as you can tell. It's a slow grind. We're happy to keep engaging in that, but as always, we're going to make the classic kind of the YouTube plug. You really help us out if you like, you subscribe, if it interests you. If you have anybody in your circle that you think might be interested in this kind of content, a share is always encouraged. We share every now and then on LinkedIn and some of our socials, and if you want to follow us at Sort of On Brand, we'd appreciate that and help us to grow this to people who are interested in talking about these things and engaging these things. And we also want to actually engage with you as well. We don't want to just be Josh and that. We're happy to have some guests on every now and then. We want to get some suggestions in the comments of things we can talk about or some of your takes. You can come at us if you disagree with some of our opinions or our philosophies, whatever. We want to engage and have it be a little community. So just that's the plug I'll start out with today.
Yeah, I well said. Except they can come at you, but they can't come at me because I'm always right. Always. Sorry.
Okay. Well, Josh, today, you ready for our topic here?
Let's do it. I should say I'm not ready. I've done zero prep work. I know nothing.
Okay, good. Well, then you're perfectly ready because I haven't. Well, I've done prep as far as the topic, but I haven't seen these yet. What I want to do is go through some advertisements with you, some campaigns. So, Ad Age put out recently their top ads of 2022. They have a top 30 list, and I encourage anyone to go check that out and see all of them. But 30 is kind of a lot to go over in this episode. So, for the sake of time and efficiency, we want to look at the top 10 ads. So, I wanted to first of all give kind of the philosophy, at least Ad Age's philosophy, on why they're calling these the best ads. Obviously, it's a little bit subjective what best means.
What do they? What's their criteria?
Yeah, it's just kind of basically it's their pick. So I'm sure I think their staff came together and they decided how to rank these. Obviously, being the best ads of the year, they got a lot of traction. They were well known. They stood out and were unique in some way. That kind of goes without saying. But they didn't seem to tie these to any specific like views or impressions or sales following the ad or anything like that. It's kind of just the ones that stood out, got talked about, and I guess some personal preference from the Ad Age team. So we'll see if we agree with this, or if we would either not have these as being in the top list, or maybe we would and have the order change a little bit so we can talk about that. So let's get right into it then. Let's see if anything else to add.
No, let's do it. I'm excited.
Okay. So I'm going to start from the number 10 down to the number 1. Okay. I'm also curious to see if we're familiar with all of these.
Yeah, for sure.
So number 10 is from McDonald's, the Cactus Plant Flea Market campaign. Collaboration that McDonald's did with Cactus Plant Flea Market, which is a lifestyle. I think they make clothing, right? So McDonald's partnered and collaborated with Cactus Plant Flea Market to basically create an adult version of like the Happy Meal, like the meal in a box. And so it's got grown-up type items from their menu, and it's all promoted and based around the little mascot of the Cactus Plant Flea Market mascot with the classic McDonald's characters, Grimace and the Hamburglar and things like that.
I didn't know they were still around.
Well, I don't know if they've been around that long. It's kind of a throwback, and I think it's also part of it is they're kind of trying to connect these old characters from McDonald's with this character from Cactus. It's a mouthful. Cactus Plant Flea Market, which I don't know. This is maybe a different brand dive we need to do because I'm not super familiar myself with this character. But he's got 4 eyes. He's got like 2 sets of eyes.
Hey, Cactus buddy. Sweet ride, Cactus Buddy.
Rubble, rubble.
They all have 4 eyes.
Go, go, go! McDonald's!
Welcome to McDonald's. Anything your order?
The boss! The boss!
The Cactus Buddy Flea.
Yes. So again, I'm gonna. If anybody took us up on our request to engage in the comments, they're probably lighting me up right now on this. I'm not familiar with the brand very well, but I think, unless I'm mistaken, I think it's kind of a callback as well. It's kind of a nostalgic thing. The whole thing is. So like people who knew that brand when they were younger, and the old McDonald's characters, and getting Happy Meals with the toy inside. It's like this rebirth of the Happy Meal for adults now with their characters from their past, and it's more And so apparently it really boosted sales, and it says in this the reason it's number 10 mainly I think is driven because of the success of the campaign, which it said within 4 days of running this, the customers had snapped up half of the campaign's collectible toys they had available.
Okay. Well, I guess if I was more fashion savvy, I would maybe care a bit more.
Yeah.
I looking at their site, it's very 90s nostalgic kind of, and you definitely get that from the ad. Like it reminded me of the McDonald's commercials from when I was a kid.
Except they had 4 eyes, but yeah.
Yeah, except they had 4 eyes.
So McDonald's has done a lot of stuff recently with different collaborations with pop culture kind of influencers and celebrities and stuff. This one's more with a brand, but so they've seen some success with that, and it's proven at least for fast food, it's been a worthwhile type of a move. So anyways, that's number 10. I'm personally kind of surprised it's number 10 instead of a little lower on the list, but I guess if it just because I didn't hear that much about it. I did hear about it. Maybe because I follow Ad Age. I heard about it at the time. I wouldn't have thought it was number 10 on their list, but yeah, I guess it did pretty well.
Interesting. Okay, let's see what number 9's like. What do we got?
9 is, I'll type it in as I'm looking for it. It is by Jeep, and it is Jeep Earth Odyssey is the name of it.
I like Jeep.
And so this is the ad right here.
I loved it. Holy crap, that was awesome. It had everything I love. It's got Jeeps in the desert, it had animals being funny, it had movie references. I don't know, man. I enjoyed that one.
Well, I'm surprised. Yeah, I didn't hear about that one at the time. I've never seen that one before that I can recall. But yeah, I think that one is very good just because of the memorability, that there's the cleverness and the execution, right? Like you can get the idea from the ad that it's an electric vehicle. That's kind of a unique selling point. Other than that, it wasn't about horsepower or price point or traction, or it was just about like, this is going to be, it's futuristic and it's memorable commercial.
Well, yeah, but it was even like with Jeeps, we own a Jeep and we love going Jeeping on the weekends when we can. But like part of being a Jeep is its rawness and it's being part of like the outdoors. And so like tying that with animals, and then you've got this epic song and the animals singing the song is ridiculous, but it's, I don't know. It all works. I like that a lot.
Yeah. Jeep's a good case of a brand that has a personality too, like has a there's like that bumper sticker or the flap on the tire that often says it's a Jeep thing or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like that means something to people. So now that this kind of a different type of ad than that idea necessarily, but what I'm trying to say is Jeep does a good job of creating connecting with people's like personality of those who want Jeeps, I guess you'd say, or some.
Yeah, for sure. And that, I mean, I think that ad does a good job of like setting them apart from the Bronco madness that is happening right now too.
Yeah, good point.
Yep.
Okay. First two, moving down to number 8. This one I actually was very familiar with this one, and it's something that it's from a brand that is known for putting out kind of viral ads because they put all their basket. I shouldn't say all their eggs in one basket, but they put a lot of emphasis on their holiday ads. So John Lewis, it's from the UK, so maybe not as familiar to us in the US. But as far as the advertising world goes, John Lewis is a store that is known for putting out a holiday ad every year. That's kind of like their big campaign is around Christmas time. And I've mentioned this for anybody who follows our TikTok, which is not many people right now, but I made a TikTok about this, that there's kind of this European trend of, and I shouldn't say it's like just European. I'm sure other people have done it as well. But a lot of ads, they take a popular song and just like remix.
What song did they ruin this year?
So it's Blink-182, All the Small Things.
Oh, I have seen this one. Yep.
Okay. So you've already seen it. You want to play it again now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So yeah, they always take these songs that are not really meant to be like this heartfelt kind of feel-good song, and they just, the way they redo it and slow it down, it has this different feel to it. And anyways, this one's kind of a twist at the end as well, as far as what you think is happening. So
I remember the song. I don't necessarily remember the video. I might have cringed too much at the song and turned it off.
Yeah, we can't wait.
We got any peas?
We're really excited.
Merry Christmas.
All the small things, true care, truth brings.
You're
I'll
okay.
take
Yeah,
one
I'm fine.
lift, your ride, best trip. Always, I know you'll be at my show, watching, waiting.
How did it go?
Yep, nailed it.
Commiserating. Say it ain't so. I will not go. Turn the lights off. Carry me home.
Hey, Ellie.
Hi.
Oh, yeah. I skate a bit too.
You want to come in?
It's cool.
It's not as good as yours, I don't think.
Oh, well, I just have a few stickers, that's all.
I'm gonna get some stickers for you.
Aww. That was it. That was adorable. I might think the song treatment is a bit horrible.
So not a song treatment. Is it just because you like the song, you don't like it singing, or you think it actually like took away from the ad?
It was a little distracting, but I think because it was a skater situation, using Blink made sense.
Yeah,
But-
yeah. I think they keep doing that, where that's like their style. Is, okay, what song can we slow down this year for our ad? But I like. I mean, it's obviously a little bit different than it's not. It's. I mean, they're announcing their partnership or their program, I guess you would say. So it's an interesting break instead of just, hey, come buy our stuff. It's kind of got a message and a meaning. So that's another reason it's probably stood out from some other years. But John Lewis every year, I mean, it's pretty big, especially in the UK. We don't really get these ads in the US, but they're definitely big in the UK.
Yeah, that was nice, and I resonated with it a little bit because I tried to teach myself skateboarding this summer and broke my elbow. So, yeah.
I didn't realize that's how you hurt yourself.
You
I knew
didn't?
you got it.
Yeah, I
I
was.
just know
I was on my like second or third day of trying to learn how to skateboard. Yeah.
I just thought maybe you had like tendonitis or infection. I don't know. I didn't ask for medical history, but that's I shouldn't say it's fun. It's not funny. That's unfortunate, but kind of funny that I didn't know that.
It's finally back to normal. I can move it.
Good. I should say for any viewers as well, sorry, I'm looking to the side a little bit. It's because I have another screen right here I'm looking at so I can see Josh and his beautiful face. So that's what I'm looking at. Number 7 here. This one I remember happening as well. I imagine maybe you did as well, but I think it got high on the list because of the message. It was the message itself it was trying to make. It's by Google, but it's specifically for their phone. It's the Google Real Tone. It's the advertising campaign talking about how typically in phone cameras and stuff they don't capture dark colored skin very well. Like the tone often gets the shadow, the lighting thing doesn't mess it up. So people of color often have a picture of themselves and it doesn't look like they normally look in the mirror as well as like white people do. And so they advertise the technology. I can't explain the tech behind it very well, but basically that it's supposed to be real tone, that it's supposed to be a good camera that really captures your tone better than other things, and is more about everyone being able to get a picture that looks accurate to them. And this one won a mobile Grand Prix at Cannes this year. So
okay,
and also was promoted in a Super Bowl spot. Came out of Gut, the agency.
People with darker complexions have always struggled with having good lighting.
Every single yearbook photo of mine has been terribly shot since I was a kid.
I always show up as too dark or shiny. 'Cause if you love me, you love all of me. Everything the light touches. Oh, baby, give me light touches. Oh, yes. Look me in my eyes. Takes over my mind. Don't you be afraid. No, no. And if you love me, you love all of me, or none of me at all.
Very good. I don't think I'd seen that one specifically. I've seen some of their other real tone spots, but
yeah, I think that was, from my understanding, I think I played the Super Bowl ad that I just shared. But yeah, I think this one was a little bit more of an ongoing campaign compared to some of the ones we've talked about so far. Not just a one-off like viral commercial, but they kind of leaned into that as a real selling point or benefit of the Google Pixel 6.
I mean, it's a strong selling point, and it's a really well executed ads. So I can see that one being up there simply because it's been a very strong campaign.
Yeah. Okay, this next one, are you a viewer or were you a viewer of The Sopranos?
Yes, I have watched The Sopranos once all the way through. It's been a while, but
I have not. So this one wasn't really the target for this one. But this is Chevrolet Sopranos is the name of the commercial, and it was, for those who are fans of the show and understand or remember the show. This was kind of a nostalgic type of ad again, similar to the McDonald's one, where they for their car they did a remake of the show's opening scene, but in this time instead of Tony Soprano, they had the actor Jamie Lynn Sigler, who played Tony Soprano's daughter Meadow, in the driver's seat, kind of driving in a modern way with a modern car, that opening scene. So it's okay. Not so much. I'll let us just watch it.
Okay.
You woke up this morning, got yourself a gun. Your mama always said you'd be the chosen one. She said, one in a million, you got to burn the shine. But you were born under a bad sign with a blue moon in your eye. And you woke up this morning, got a blue moon in your eye. older, but things ain't been the same since the blues walked in our town. Woke up this morning, got yourself a gun, got yourself a gun.
The first ever all-electric Chevy Silverado. A whole new truck for a whole new generation.
Okay, what'd you think?
I thought it was good. I didn't think it was amazing. Like, I'm a big fan of the show, and there was a little bit of nostalgia there, and I can see them like playing on her being his daughter and new generation and all that. But
yeah, that line connects at a whole new car for a whole new generation is kind of the hook, or the connection rather.
Yeah, but I aside from the McDonald's one, it might be the weakest so far in my
and I think it may
opinion.
Yeah. We value your opinion. I think it might imagine like by me setting it up what it was and explaining it beforehand, maybe that kind of made it seem like okay, yeah, I get it. But if it were to like just hit you out of nowhere and see it, and you were a fan of Sopranos, maybe you'd be a little more like, oh, did you see that? And I wouldn't have recognized it as being that because I don't know that opening scene from The Sopranos. But I'm imagining that the reason it's so big is just the clever tie back, and that it probably was moment. This is something that's going to be shared a lot, or have like a lot of. I don't think people are talking about this now after it's been done for a while, but at the time, I'm sure it trended for a little bit and was pretty popular among Sopranos fans.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it was also directed for McCann, the agency that did it, by the Sopranos creator David Chase. So he also like directed the commercial.
That's a cool little tidbit.
We're halfway there. Okay, I know you're gonna love this one. I'm 100% sure you're gonna like this one. And we've actually talked about it a little bit, so now we're gonna watch it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pull it up. Good old Liquid Death.
Oh yeah.
Should I go ahead and put the blindfold on?
Sure, put it on. So, can you see?
Nope.
Okay, perfect. What do you think?
I like that.
It's sweet.
That one's pretty good.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yuck.
So between the two, would you...
Yeah, that one might make me shit myself. For sure.
Oh, okay.
Do you need the bucket?
I might really vomit.
Oh, Jesus.
Fuck you, dude.
Putrid. This is bad. What's in it?
Oh, man. Do not make me try it again. Oh!
So between the two, which do you prefer, A or B?
Yeah, I prefer this a lot.
This is much better. It tastes way better.
Yes, I love this one.
A is the way to go. No more B, please.
Hated B. Hated.
No, that's B again.
Oh.
Better than the most expensive beverages on earth, starting at $1.99. Blindfold your friends. See what they prefer. Murder your thirst.
So which do you prefer?
That one, dickhead.
It's the first one to make me really laugh.
Yeah, I really like. I mean, like it almost ruins it to explain why it's good, right? You can see why it's good, but like it's clever not just in its execution, but it's like multi-layered clever, because like yes, like those are really expensive things, but not that you drink out of a tall boy. And so it's the tongue-in-cheek humor. Clearly, you set it up so yours would seem better, but that's your humor in doing it. That's your brand coming through. And all kinds of stuff like that And I also like that they set it up with like the caption being read and stuff. It was like made for like TikTok and like social media sharing.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's encouraging a trend right off the bat. It's doing, which I mean, I don't think that like took off as something that people redoing it, but it was just very, very aware of the now, what would do well, and nailed the brand voice,
the brand absurdity. Yeah, that was good. That was fun.
Which one of those things do you think would have been the grossest to drink?
The squid ink, probably.
It looked
or the
thick.
caviar.
It looked like ink was like a liquidy. It was like clumping out of that container.
I know.
Yeah. Okay, we're almost there. Number 4 is they've had a lot of viral ads over the years. It is Dove.
Oh,
it is called Deep Fake Tutorials. So I'm reading, just to make sure I'm not plagiarizing, I'm reading now from Ad Age's article. They say Dove continued with its powerful campaigns designed to help protect girls' self-esteem, which recently have focused on the toxic effects of social media. And this latest project uses deepfake technology to an incredibly unsettling effect, bringing together a group of moms and daughters to watch beauty tutorials by influencers. But these are revealed to be deepfake versions of the girls' real moms, giving harmful, even toxic beauty advice of a kind perpetuated by influencers on social media. Think recommendations to file down your teeth or get a chemical peel. The idea, your mom wouldn't talk to you like this, but influencers do. So it's supposed to be like, it seems like something you hear from an influencer, but when your mom's giving it to you, it just seems, oh yeah, this is clearly wrong and not in my best interest. So I haven't actually watched this before. This didn't hit my awareness at the time. Have you seen it?
I don't think we're exactly the primary target market, but
yeah, they did really good targeting then. This one here, it's called, Ad Age called it Deepfake Tutorials, but this one is titled Toxic Influence, and it was out of Ogilvy, the agency.
Okay.
Make yourself comfortable. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, how do I want to sit? This.
Water there. You need a drink.
I don't want to ruin the lipstick.
Oh, yeah.
Social media can be good, but it can be bad as well.
In terms of her building her confidence, it can build her confidence.
Marjorie is just trying to find herself now, you know. She's not influenced by social media yet.
Most of the influencers that I've seen have definitely had a positive impact on me.
Hey guys, here's a beauty hack I'm obsessed with.
I am so happy. Look at how cinched my waist is. Look at how flat my stomach is.
It's the shortcut to flawless skin.
You know that Botox doesn't just reduce wrinkles, right? Baby Botox is amazing. You're never too young to start.
That is not me.
There are these great powders. They stop you feeling hungry so you can always skip breakfast and lunch.
And you have to treat yourself to a chemical peel. They're a total glow up. They burn away the top layers of your skin and let new skin grow through.
Hey, Mojo. If your teeth are uneven, you can always file them down with a nail file. It's literally so simple.
File your teeth.
Don't put up with your thin lips, sweetie. Lip filler kits let you inject yourself at home. They're my total go-to.
Fake eyelashes are so easy to glue on if you cut your eyelashes off. There's some really great pills you can use.
Keep telling yourself you're not hungry, you're just thirsty.
Never look bloated again.
Bulk it into your skin. Sexiest lashes. Botox. Remember, skinny is never finished.
Oh.
It's.
Have you actually seen stuff like that?
Yeah. A lot. This stuff is on every girl's feed. They're watching, right? I mean, at night when I can't see them.
It's scary to me that my kids are watching this and they think that's how they have to look.
I saw one of the teeth smiling videos. I remember that one. I remember seeing that all over. I know this stuff.
I can't prevent them from seeing these, but I can talk to them about it.
100% always be talking. And have Peyton know that she can always ask me anything.
My mom has taught me not to listen to people like that and to be proud of who I am.
Didn't like that one. You surprised by that? So I don't think it's a bad, terrible, like not a good ad. I want to make it clear. But no, this isn't the number 3 ad of the whole year. It's not even the best Dove ad I've seen. Like it's I think it's put number 3 because of what the message is, which is super important. Yes, the toxicity that can come through online, protecting people, especially in this case, young girls. For all of that is true, and therefore they've ranked it number 3 for that reason. But the ad doesn't do it that well. The ad it's too long, where the point's been made, and then it just belabors the point. It seems too forced and acted, and not as real as other ones I've seen in the past. And it's also, it doesn't seem as like, to me, it doesn't resonate and seem as touching and inspiring and motivating as like the Real Beauty campaign, or people did the sketch artist campaign. You've seen that, or where you have to walk through the door that says like I'm beautiful or I'm not, or I can't remember what the words were, something like that. Or the Throw Like a Girl. That was a Tampax one actually. But that kind of ad, like that shares the message to me better. This one, I'm not saying the message is important to share. I don't think the execution of the ad is a top 3 of the year. So I'm thumbs down, poo-pooing the placement, not the importance of the message. You know?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to see the final 2 before I can say whether or not it deserves to be in the top 3. But like,
or top 4. Sorry, I said.
Is it number 4?
We'll get to 3. Sorry, okay. Top 4.
Yeah, I mean, I see your point about it being too long. It did feel a little, long. But I thought it was really well edited. I thought it was clever using deep fakes of their parents to say those things, not just because a parent wouldn't say those things, but because it also reinforces the fact that what you're seeing on social media isn't always real, despite what you might think. And I don't know. I thought it was pretty strong as a message, and I thought as a video, I thought it was strong. Could I see it working as like an ad to get people to buy Dove products? No, but I see it furthering their message, and I thought it was a strong ad.
Yeah, I can accept that. Like I said, I'm not thinking it's bad. Like they could never sort of shoot in light of day or anything. Like Dove, by all means, dude, that's totally on brand. It's good. I just feel like the Liquid Death was so not important as far compared to that message. I'm not claiming it's near as accomplishing something in the world, but the Liquid Death ad was better than that one. Like it was more. It got the brand. I don't know. That's my opinion. But I mean, they were one after the other, so obviously they ranked them similar too. But anyways, come at me in the comments. Poo-poo on me. I'm not for toxic beauty standards. If you're gonna attack that, do a better ad. I didn't hear about that one. Me being a dude who's never the target audience or one who buys Dove products, I was all into it. I saw the Real Beauty campaigns that came out and the different versions of those, and I was like, yeah, this one. I didn't hear anything about it, but apparently it's top 4 of the year. So, all right, I'm a hater.
Okay, I'm not gonna judge you too much. Like I get your point. I get where you're coming from.
The thumbs down with the vocal noise was maybe a little strong. Okay, we're in the top 3. Any guesses? You want to give a guess of who you think might be in the third spot? I'll be very surprised if you get it.
I'm not gonna guess because the number of these that I've actually known have been very few, so I'm not gonna guess.
You gotta guess.
No.
Say a brand.
What?
Just say a brand. Were you gonna say Mastercard?
Sure, Mastercard.
It was Mastercard. Good job.
Oh, okay.
It is basically designed for the sight impaired. So it's a card that is more accessible. So here we go.
This commercial was designed with audio description for people who are blind or partially sighted, so more people can experience it. A red-haired woman holds a white cane and feels her way down apartment steps. She strolls past a man scrubbing his vintage sports car.
Love the music, Rick.
Good morning, Marjorie.
Good morning.
Marjorie tilts her head. What's that sound? A shopping cart?
Hey, Marjorie.
It's her friend on a skateboard.
Hey, Marcus.
Nearby, kids play soccer. Marjorie steps into a tiny cafe.
Hey, Marjorie. Hi, Mayuki. Vanilla latte, please. Okay, $4.50.
Someone shuffles impatiently behind her. Marjorie isn't flustered. Her cards used to feel the same, but touch cards from Mastercard have distinct notches for debit, credit, and prepaid. She feels a half hexagon, her credit card. She taps a terminal and takes her latte.
Thank you.
She steps outside and strides away from us. Touch cards appear, each with a distinct notch. Introducing Touch Card by Mastercard, because a world designed for all of us is priceless. The word priceless comes up next to the Mastercard logo.
What'd you think?
I thought it was really good. I thought it was clever. It put us like in the shoes of that person really, really well, without being obnoxious or preachy like maybe some of these ads could come across to some people. I thought it was really obvious why they were doing it and the value of the product that they were talking about. And shoot, I might even find that useful when I'm trying to get through my cards quickly.
You have to have sight challenges to get that card, or you...
right?
Cool. Yeah, I liked it, and we should have not even watched it. We should have just listened to it, right? Because that's what the experience is like for someone who can't see it.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
It's unique. It's a unique need. Again, I'm trying to like, I'm partial to like the art of the medium of a commercial. So like, do I think it's like executed in a way that I'd put a top 3? Probably not. But again, I can see Ad Age's reason. Like, okay, the more important messages are ranking higher in this one, except maybe Liquid Death. But so yeah, I guess I can.
I would argue for the artfulness of that ad. I would say like the way it was shot.
This was better.
The spotlights was really clever because it highlighted what that person was experiencing in that moment, mm-hmm. and we could only experience what they were experiencing. I actually thought that's really, really clever.
You're right. I think it was good, and like even for someone who can see the video and watch it, it was almost because it was like dim and only certain things would be highlighted. It was kind of like being impaired a little bit in your vision because you couldn't really see what was happening everywhere mm-hmm. until she could hear it. So we were kind of temporarily experiencing what that world was like to be a little bit sight impaired.
Yeah, very cool. Do I feel slightly bad for the guy who got cast as the impatient shuffler behind her? Maybe.
You're being a jerk in the back.
That's his claim to fame now.
Okay. We got 2 more left.
All right.
Okay, I know you don't want to pick. I'm gonna give you a hint though, and I think you'll be able to get it. Okay, the number 2 spot was perhaps the most talked about Super Bowl ad from this year.
Dude, my memory's so bad. This is embarrassing.
It is. I want to remind you.
Oh, I don't remember who it was though.
It was Coinbase.
That's right.
The Coinbase QR code app. I mean, we could play it. I guess.
Yeah, let's just take a quick look at it. Why not?
Okay. So I would say, personally, I might put this. I mean, number 2 is almost number 1, right? So it is right up there. I might vote this one as like the ad of the year. Not that I can remember every ad that happened this year, but just because the bold simplicity, the fact that it was how many people saw it in the YouTube, or sorry, during the Super Bowl, the fact that you could actually measure responses because it's a QR code. You can it's a trackable Super Bowl ad, and I mean, this is kind of a bad thing, I guess, but it broke it shut down their site. Their servers got overloaded because so many people were visiting that made more news and another round of PR. The fact that it did that, and anyway, so we'll watch it. But this one I think was quite clever.
Is it really a full minute of this? Oh, hit the corner, hit it. I forgot about that ending screen.
And then the satisfaction of it finally hitting the corner just perfect.
Yeah, that did feel nice. That is a really, really clever ad for all of the reasons you stated before we watched it. And the fact that anyone in the entire world could have done that ad for $10.
Yeah, I could have made that ad. I'm not a video producer expert, but yeah.
No.
And what's cool too is you can make QR codes that have your little brand in them, and they didn't even put Coinbase in the middle or their logo. Right? They're nope, you got to scan it to find out who this even is. And according to the stats reported by Ad Age, it led to. I mean, obviously, since now it's been probably produced more, but as far as during the Super Bowl, it led to 500,000 new subscribers. He says it also sparked some debate about the value of agencies. Just how simple it was and how effective it was. Do you really need an agency? Anyways,
yeah, but you gotta
number
think
2
of that idea. There's value in coming up with that idea.
Yep,
amazing.
I love ads. Be so understanding of the purpose and the message, even the unspoken message, that you can do it so simple.
Okay, what's number 1?
We reached the finale. Drum roll. Here we go. Oh wait, I think there's a drum roll. Yeah, here we go. That lasted longer than I thought it was going to. Apple.
Shocking.
Apple, yeah. Always Apple dominating the news cycle. So Apple, it's called The Greatest. This was an in-house ad by Apple. It is about, let's just watch it.
Okay.
According to Ad Age, you've just viewed the number 1 ad of 2022. Your reaction, your thoughts, your critique.
My gut reaction is I'm a little underwhelmed. It's a very good ad.
Oh, you're the hater.
Very, very well produced. Tells a great story. Very empowering. But I don't know. Maybe it's because we just watched 10 ads. Some that had some sort of, a lot of had some sort of social message to them. That Apple's came off like a flex. Look at how awesome we are for all these people.
Yeah, but you're an Apple hater. You're an Apple hater.
Yeah, I am an Apple hater. I am a bit biased. It's true.
No, I can see that. One thing I thought is I didn't quite. I mean, maybe I just missed it. I could be a total idiot and just have not. I was thinking of something else. I don't really know how to access the features it just showed me. Did it tell us what to do, or did it just say Apple does? Are they out yet? It's just like
the message I got was if you are disabled in any of these ways, or no, hold on. If you are differently abled in any of these ways, then you can do what anybody else would do with their devices, which is cool. Yeah. That's a great selling point for them, and I think the world would probably be a little outraged if Apple wasn't doing that stuff anyway.
Yeah, okay, I can see. I mean, yeah, I don't know if I put that as and again, I'm repeating myself a little bit. I'm a little bit. Well, everyone's subjective. But my subjectivity comes in that I really appreciate like the execution of an ad, not separate from the message, not separate from the success of it, the results, but I give more points to that, and so that's why I've kind of dissed on a little bit these. Not that they're not good ads, but like I really like the ones we just watched. I would rank. My number 1 and 2. I think I put Coinbase number 1, and the Liquid Death one number 2. And
what's number 3? Let's do top 3.
I gotta go back and look what we did. I think I put Coinbase 1, Liquid Death 2. Oh, it's hard for me on 3. I'd probably either do the John Lewis ad or the Jeep with the funny animals as 3. I'm not sure which one. Which again, makes it seem like I'm going to get roasted. It makes it seem like I'm so callous to the important causes and messages. I just feel like if Dove Real Beauty, where they did the sketches, women describe themselves, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And someone wasn't. If that was the Dove ad in here, that could be number 1 for me. Like, or if it was, now I'm drawing a blank. But there's other ads that have that meaningful message that I've been like, ooh, well done. These ones I didn't think were that good of ads. They were good messages. But Coinbase. Liquid Death, and then I can't pick between John Lewis or the Jeep one. Maybe John Lewis. I don't know. What do you think?
Okay, I think I also will agree. I think Coinbase gets the number 1 spot for me. I think it's just too smart in too many different ways. Number 2, I'm going to give to Mastercard. I really, really liked that ad. I thought it was the right mixture of like tying in an important piece of our society into their product specifically in a really artful way, and not what could be like with the Apple one. It felt like it could just be a bunch of like stock video that was just pieced together. I thought it was really well executed. Number 3, I'd probably put Liquid Death at number 3 because it made me laugh so much. And then 4 might be tied for me between Jeep and John Lewis if I had to pick one.
Not too different. Liquid Death also had which I don't know, I thought it was this year, but the one I would have put even maybe ahead of that Liquid Death one was the one where they had the 2 guys who left the bad reviews for Liquid Death come and do a taste test.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that one.
I guess I don't know if it's better than that one, but anyways, they've done a few different taste test type videos that have been pretty good, pretty funny, and made for social media, which is good. So, yeah, good stuff all around. Like we said before, this is only the top 10 from Ad Age's list. There's 30 of them they listed that they ranked. So, round of applause. It's 30 seconds of this.
Whoa. Okay.
It goes for 36 seconds.
Did the Beatles just come on stage?
I'm going to back away from the sound effects now.
Yeah, stop that.
But, okay, wow. Anyways, I like ads. I like commercials. It's a kind of art form that I like. I mean, maybe true artists would say it's blasphemous to say art form that's not as refined as painting and sculptures and whatnot, but to connect with human emotion, to connect with human ideas and make people care about something like a product or a service, there are ways you can be manipulative about it, which gives our industry a bad name sometimes, but I think it's very possible and worthwhile to connect in a good, meaningful way. People either laugh about, they feel sentimental about, or nostalgic, or they care about a cause they maybe didn't think about before. So I like it. I like ads, and not these are all video based. Obviously, there's some really good ads that are print or a PR campaign or things like that I guess weren't what they were focusing on in this one. But everyone likes videos, so I do too.
Preach! I couldn't say it better.
All right. Any last words? Not last words. That sounds ominous. Any final thoughts of the episode?
No. Now I want to go watch the other 20 and see if any of them were actually better.
Okay. Thanks for tuning in. For those who have, again, we appreciate likes and subscribes and shares. We don't just like, we really, really like it. We really appreciate that. And we let us know if there's anything you want to have us talk about, because we have all kinds of ideas on our list that we're going to get to, but we like to talk about things that you're interested in as well. So let us know, and we'll see you next time. See ya.